good. It's so nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, so much buzz around you. I'm so excited. So does anyone call you Garrett anymore, or is that kind of thing of the past?
Yeah, my parents call me Garrett.
Yes.
My sister calls me Garrett. My grandma calls me Garrett. A few of my friends accidentally call me Borns, and they're just like, we can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though it's my last name, but it's very like, kind of like 5th grade basketball team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Borns.
So like that, I read up, I could be wrong, but I read up that kind of like when you felt like you reached a certain sound, that's when you kind of started going by Born. So is it like, do you ever miss being called Garrett by your friends? Like if you met, a significant other, would you want them to call, you by your first name, or is it, how do you feel about that?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, I guess Borns is more or less just like my stage moniker.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I have a stage name too, America. And it's funny because it's like, of course, that's what the person you're dating knows, but you also sort of like, in my opinion, want them to know what the real name is as well, So
Right.
kind of see the other side. So I wonder if you felt that way as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Your name's not Erica America? That's
No, it's not. It's funny when Elvis Duran, met my dad. He's like, Mr. America. And he's like, no, my name is not Mr. America. Yeah, unfortunately. That would be cool if my last name was... So your last name really is Borns, though.
It really is.
That's awesome. That's
it doesn't
really cool.
have the Scandinavian slash, though.
Okay, so you added that.
That's an addition.
Okay.
Kind of a typo.
Very cool.
Keeping
Well,
it.
so you got this debut album, Dopamine, dropping 10/16. So that's really soon.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting. You can pre-order that now. The single is on fire. Okay, Electric Love. And you just performed at New York Fashion Week, the Rebecca Minkoff show. How was that?
Really amazing. I've never actually been a part of Fashion Week before. So
Yeah, what was that like performing at a fashion show? That must have been really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was kind of perfectly curated because it was like this kind of white chic kind of 60s stage, and all of her line was kind of inspired by like 60s rock and roll and that kind of stuff. So I feel like my influences come from that era as well. So it definitely like meshed really well.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So tell me about this secluded treehouse that you lived in LA. I thought that sounded really cool when you were making your first EP, Candy.
Yeah.
What does that mean, a secluded treehouse?
It's more or less a raccoon brothel these days.
Oh, gosh.
I don't really live in it anymore.
Okay.
But kind of dilapidated from the weather. But it was a nice little sanctuary at the time.
Yeah.
To kind of remove myself from the hustle and bustle.
Right. So how old were you when you were living there?
22.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
So where do you call home now? Is it LA? Is it New York City?
It's LA. Yeah.
LA.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
And how would you describe your sound? I read somewhere like an explosion of sunlight that you had said, or so explain that to me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely influenced by a lot of different eras of music. But it's kind of like a glam, like electro pop kind of thing.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Glam, electro, pop. I like it all.
Yeah.
So who's some of the artists of the past that you really like?
Oh gosh.
Do you like David Bowie?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bowie, kind of the pioneers of glam rock, Mark Bolan. Mm-hmm. I love the Bee Gees. Really anything that has like a nice beat, nice groovy rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you like to dance, or do you like making people dance?
I like making people dance.
That's a really good feeling.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how would you describe yourself? First I asked you your music, but like, how would you describe yourself as a person, Garrett, as a person? Are you like an outgoing person? Are you shy? And how does that then get reflected in the music,
It's interesting. Actually, the making of Dopamine, I was on tour for most of it. So I was kind of juggling between my introvert self, which I feel like is myself in the studio, and my extrovert self, which is myself on stage. And since I was kind of juggling both of those at the same time, it definitely influenced the record. So it's definitely a record that's, I feel like, curated to a live show. Mm-hmm. So listening to the songs, I feel like you can feel the energy of the live show. So there's definitely both sides of me for sure.
If you were at a bar and you were interested in someone, would you walk right up to them, or would you be someone that had to kind of wait till that person came up to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you that outgoing?
Yeah, I would probably do something weird, like make a little origami frog.
Oh, that's amazing.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of weird, not that this is weird, but I heard you were a magician from age 10 to 13. That is amazing. Okay.
I was, yeah.
I'm obsessed with David Blaine for years and years, and I just think that magicians are so cool. And tell me about that. How did you get to become a magician?
I was going to a lot of magic shows when I was younger. Really into that for a bit. Actually, the capital of magic capital of the world is in Michigan.
Okay.
So I used to go there every summer, and all these magicians from around the world came there to sell their magic tricks and teach each other new illusions. And I feel like performing magic and music are kind of like synonymous, you know?
Well, it really is showmanship, right?
For sure.
No matter what. Yeah.
Showmanship, and also just the idea of producing this illusion, or even like the illusion of sound, and like kind of infiltrating someone and making them feel different emotions, you know? So I kind of look at them the same way.
So it's cool because you did visual arts as well, then you did magicianship, or whatever you want to call it, magic. I don't even know what the right word is.
Illusionary,
and now you're doing this. So there's a lot of people who are just kind of in the arts, and they can kind of slide from thing to thing. But do you feel good where you're at right now in the music? Yeah, I think so. I like kind of combining arts. So I was really into filmmaking in high school too. I was kind of planning on going to film school until I started touring and working on my record, and that kind of kept turning into something new. And what are you looking forward to most as your career skyrockets? Because it's obviously going to be different. You know, the more, it's cool in the beginning, you get to play really small shows, and it gets bigger. So what are you looking forward to, and what are you, I guess, kind of a little bit scared of at the same time?
Oh man. I guess I'm just looking forward to playing this new record. I feel like put a lot of energy into this record, but I didn't have a lot of time to really sit and think about it. You know, it was definitely a record that we had to make very quickly, but I feel like deadlines are very inspiring in that way. So yeah, playing the new record mostly.
Yeah, no. Okay, awesome. And I just, what is love something you're also open to or looking for, or is it kind of like all your energy is in music right now, or can you do both? Is it possible to balance the two? You're smiling. What does that mean?
I mean,
is there somebody out there?
Well, I feel like this record is very much trying to figure it out, I guess.
Okay.
Listening back to it, a lot of the songs are kind of like about trying to figure out how to obtain love in a certain way, you know?
Okay. I mean, love is just the reason why I always ask it. It's like, you could be like, oh, don't ask about love because it's a music thing, and don't like get off the topic. That love is who we are. I mean, love is that's like what we're like all driving for in life. You know what I'm saying? Love is all we need is love. Beatles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to take it away from your music is just it's just kind of crazy to me. I have to just ask how it relates. So it's either going to be like heartbreak, or how you feel about it, or you're some relation to it. So you're saying it's how you're in relation to it, and somehow how you feel about it is in the record. Yeah, definitely. I rarely sit down and tell myself I'm going to write this kind of song. I feel like the songs a lot of times kind of write themselves. So it's interesting making a record and then listening to it in its entirety afterwards and being like, oh wow, this whole thing is about love and like the chemical connection between you and another person. And that's why I call it dopamine. Do you believe in the chemical connection between two people? Do you think there has to be a chemical connection? Because I do. I think so, yeah. Because it's like you could have all the chemicals. Other pieces, you know what I mean? Like you could have all the pieces and the person could have the right, intelligence and the job and then this, and you just could not, and it could just not be there. There's there's something about like whether you're like, the word just escapes me right now, like the pheromones. Yeah, the pheromones, either like they're there or you're not. Like you like the smell of the person or something. It's just, I think it has to be there as well. Yeah, definitely. It's primal. Yeah, it's definitely primal. Yeah. Okay, I just want to play with you a quick game called This or That. And it's just really easy. You just say which you prefer more. It's a little fun. So I'm going to just say like one or two things. And yeah, just pick what you like better. Okay, LA or New York City? Ooh, why'd you have to do that to me? Oh, gosh. Fun. This week, New York. Shh. This week. No, I love New York. I mean, I love LA because that's home, but, Okay, optimist or pessimist? Optimist, I suppose. Okay, Instagram or Twitter? Instagram. Nice. Beatles or Rolling Stones? Beatles. Nice. Love or a fling? Love. Summer or winter? Winter. Recording or performing live? That would be hard for you, I bet. Performing. Nice. Celebrity crush. This isn't a this or that, but who would it be? So who's your current celebrity crush?
Current celebrity crush? Oh, gosh.
Give it to me.
Let me see. Who is it? It always changes. Let's see.
Someone that you find attractive.
Right. That would mean that. Yeah, for sure. That always helps. Betty White.
Betty White?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll take it. Betty White. She's still going strong. If you had to vote for Trump or Kanye West for president, who would it be?
Kanye.
Kanye. Easy for president, right? All day.
Yeah.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Ooh, Beyonce.
Okay, Beyonce, like it. And have you heard of the phrase Netflix and chill? I don't know if you've heard of it before. It kind of refers to just hooking up and hanging out. Like, you know, so if you had a Netflix and chill or be like boyfriend and girlfriend and go on a proper date, which would you prefer?
You'd have to Netflix and chill first.
To get to that point?
Right? Yeah, of course. You can't just hop into a relationship.
Okay.
Make sure that the Netflix suggestions are kind of in the same... You know,
so you're saying Borns with Netflix and chill. To what would your Netflix pick be?
Like what would we watch?
Yeah, like what would you? Yeah, totally.
Probably the new season of Narcos.
Okay, so you would do like a what is it called? A binge session of episodes.
For sure, absolutely.
Awesome, I like
only
it.
The best munchies available. There's actually this really amazing meme I have of like Prince.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to show it to you.
Okay.
It's like it's a total like Netflix and chill kind of like spin-off because like.
You know, it's so funny because people don't realize that like celebrities and artists like to Netflix and chill. Like, you know, they perform in front of millions of people, but they want to just spend some time with one person.
Absolutely.
And cuddle up with someone and do it. They do. And see, Bourne just told you that he does.
At the end of the night, okay, there's this like very sensual photo of Prince here.
Okay.
With a little watercolor palette. And it says watercolor and chill.
Oh my God. Can you send that to me?
Bam.
I'm on Instagram.
I
already like
right
I'm
now.
the Erica America.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the Erica America. So I just want to say you also have this upcoming sold out fall U.S. headline tour. You're going to be at the Music Hall of Williamsburg on the 17th. You're going to be at the Bowery Ballroom on the 19th. I heard, I'm not going to say what, but you're on a late night talk show coming up soon. I don't know if I can you say it or not yet?
I don't think I can.
Okay, so then we won't say it. Okay. So, yeah, really exciting stuff.